The island is up to 226 recorded positive COVID-19 cases. The rising numbers has forced the closure of vital services, businesses, and the fundamental education sector. Attempts at returning to face-to-face instruction were upended when a high school student contracted the virus in October, leading to the closure of all schools. In the absence of physical classrooms, students and teachers have resorted to a blended modality of instruction with the incorporation of physical packages or online classes. With the academic year quickly coming to an end and a new term on the horizon, many wonder when will students resume in-person classes. Minister for Education Dr. Gil Rigobert provides insight.
I don't know that we can make any pronouncements about the reopening of school just yet, given what we are seeing with respect to the pandemic and what is dubbed community spread.
The education sector at all levels of the totem pole has been feeling the impacts of the pandemic. However, some levels are harder hit than others. Early childhood practitioners were scheduled to meet with Dr. Rigobert earlier in the month. However, the meeting never got off the ground.
Regrettably, the education officer for the early childhood education unit had an unfortunate incident, and we've been forced to postpone that meeting, but communication continues with that sector and the meeting will take place shortly.
Education officials recently announced the start of the 2021-2022 kindergarten registration has now moved online. So what of instruction of preschool virtually?
We recognize, for example, that in an online learning environment, we would need to outfit them too with devices and the requisite platforms for proper instruction and learning to take place. And that is why I recall that on Friday I made the pronouncement that every child in the education system will be adequately equipped with a device and their respective curricula, and of course for the lower grades, the platforms that will allow for them to interact with their teachers accordingly.
In a similar vein, Dr. Rigobert says the education sector may have to once again employ the option of allowing its grade 6 and Form 5 students return to physical classrooms in preparation for the Common Entrance and CXC examinations. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.